So you're a philosopher?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like basically growing up on the East. Chum, you know what I'm talking about. I grew up where the summers are hotter than Lucifer's kitchen, plus nuclear fission. You do the addition.
Seats 20,000, and they expect a really good crowd today. The East All-Stars in their huddle. Stephon Marbury, number 3, one of the outstanding young guards in the country. And the starting lineups, first of all, for the East, Sam Oakey from Wisconsin, Vince Carter, you heard about him, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Ron Mercy, and Stephon Marbury. And for the West, Albert White from Inkster, Michigan, Derek Hood, Kevin Garnett out of Chicago, Ryan Robertson, a young man who played his high school ball here in the St. Louis area, and Chris Clack from Austin, Texas. L.C. Anderson High School there. He's bound for the University of Texas. The East coach, Steve Smith, 285 and 18, a career record at the Oak Hill Academy in Mount Wilson, Virginia. And his counterpart, Dave Lichtefeld from Oakville High School in Oakville, Illinois, not far from St. Louis. 642 wins, 290 defeats, his career at Oakville. And look at this group.
They've been on some awfully big games. A blessing for these kids. The only problem, they're going to remember all the little nuances that they're going to perform. Any hooks, any elbows, they'll bring them back 3 years hence.
Eddie Hightower will throw it up. These 3 officials, of course, fresh from the NCAA tournament. And here's Mercer controlling, and Stephon Marbury out of Brooklyn, New York. He is bound for Georgia Tech next year. And you will enjoy watching him, guarded by Ryan Robertson. There's the pick from Sam Oakey out of Cassville, Wisconsin. And a quick left-handed shot is in.
And both clubs, man, Vern.
I was waiting for that.
Well,
let the games begin.
Oh, it's official, huh?
It's kind of like Avery Brundage used to do with the Olympic Games. You know, I wait for the game to officially begin when you say that.
I don't wave my own flag.
Okay. No, here's a steal. And number 4, Chris Clack underneath the Derek Hood off the glass, and no good. Garnett with a rebound. That's no good. Oakey with a rebound for the East squad. Off of Garnett's foot. Finally, the bounce passes through to Marbury. Right side. Abdur-Rahim is good.
Nice little pass to set it up. Marbury, talented, sees the floor, likes to give it up. The little kiss at the end.
Ryan Robertson across the timeline into the corner for Albert White, number 44. Nearly stolen by Ron Mercer. Derek Hood out top of the key. Albert White, Inkster, Michigan.
Nice how they're passing the ball. Usually in these games, the guards dominate. They're all jacking them up early.
Marbury kicks it back to Ron Mercer. Got it.
Ron Mercer undecided, and will he make somebody happy? A couple of schools involved. I think Miami, Tennessee, Kentucky. Not bad.
Not at all. And he's playing for his coach today, Steve Smith. Ron Mercer out of Oak Hill Academy. West still hasn't scored. Here's Derek Hood. Finally gets them on the scoreboard.
Derek Hood attacks the glass. An explosive performer going to Arkansas.
He'll have more than a small amount of interest in tomorrow night's game.
Oh, they have some depth. Add that to it, huh?
That, I believe, is called goaltending.
I'm not so sure now. Kevin with a message. Rejection. Return to Chi-Town.
Hood calls for the ball. Albert White has it out. Now Garnett off the glass and good.
Boy, it's amazing what he can do. That block shot at one thing, sprint the floor, get down, get in position, handle, pass, and finish like that.
Garnett, a 6'10" center out of a very good academy in Chicago. That's off, nope, picked off, and here at the other end, Chris Clack out of Austin.
A slasher, and how about him staying at home? Now, Tom Pender's moving into the Big 12. Has some local kids, and over the years, you used to work down there.
Yes, I did.
You do bowling for dollars.
Oh, you are terrible.
But that was one of the problems.
That's been a problem for years. Chris Clack out of Anderson High School. Turnaround jumper from Oakey is good. Sam Oakey. He's going to be attending the University of Wisconsin. Rashard Griffith pretty happy about that.
And talking to him, the quick hitter down low. He was concerned before Dick Bennett was hired. And now with Dick Bennett being there, he felt very comfortable. And that's a tough thing. It makes us wind up the coaches leave. And here's that little breakaway. And Strong send it in. All Texas guys can jump, Vern.
No.
What happened?
All of them can't. Some watch. 25 in the shot clock. Carter. Rebound. Abdul Rahim. Oh, Garnett with a block. My goodness. Oh, brother.
Well, put your number 2 pencils away. We got plenty of erasers. This is one of the main performers under the glass.
Ryan Robertson, guarded by Stephon Marbury. That's going to be a turnover off the hand of Albert White. Game rules under which this encounter is being played. 2 20-minute halves, the 35-second shot clock, 6 personal fouls allowed. That's a change. Man-to-man defense, no zone or zone pressing. They'll shoot 1-on-1 in the 7th.
A little different than those 8 minutes high school quarters.
Yes. Ron Mercer gets another one.
Well, they said he's got that deep game, and some people feel he just has to get a medium game. Low post, tough, deep one. He's got to get that middle area.
Mercer, who averaged 26 points per game at Oak Hill Academy. Here's Garnett and Chris Clack with another one.
Clack, clack!
Off the feed from Garnett. By the way, the reason Chris Clack does not have his name, here's Marbury at the other end off the glass. The reason that he does not have his name on the back of his jersey is because his jersey was stolen last night.
Oh, bring it!
My goodness.
City attacks, huh?
Here's Robertson. Here's Clack.
Click! Clack! Oh, was Wood. That would have won the slam dunk, maybe. That Carter would have been a distant memory.
He doesn't need a name on the back of his jersey. I think we know he's here.
Well, the uniform is stolen, and my kids are all in Jersey. They can't lay it on them.
Yes, but you're here. 15 to go, first half. Back to Sam Oakey. Got it. From the corner, Mercer for another 3. That's 3 threes.
I guess they better get out on him, Vern. What do you think? Get up on that guy.
Under the 15-minute mark, Ryan Robertson. Back to Albert White off the glass. Oakey chases it down, number 4. To Mercer. Too strong. The putback, no. And the rebound, Derek Hood. Robertson.
Pretty good defensive play by Carter, huh? Good reaction. They're out and running.
4 substitutions getting ready to come on the floor. Time has been called. Television timeout.
Auto Show concept cars. Cars with exciting features like supercharged engines. Finally, someone's built one for you. Introducing the 1995 Riviera with an available supercharged engine that breathes deep for maximum power. It's amazing what a breath of fresh air can do. The all-new Riviera by Buick. What a concept.
Excuse me, can I interest you in a change of pace?
Change the lens on your Rebel. Change, play on a whole new level. Rebel!
Express yourself.
EOS lenses and the Rebel X from Canon.
When you first buy...
We're back at the Kiel Center, St. Louis, Missouri. The East up by 5, and a number of luminaries have gathered here in the crowd of 15,000. From left to right, Morgan Luton, longtime coach at DeMatha High School. Coach John Wooden in the center, whose team plays for a national title tomorrow night. And Sonny Hill out of Philadelphia on the right.
You know, in that group, there's about 1,500 wins, and I went over and joined them. It's the only way I can get into the Hall of Fame. And I boosted it up to 1,550.
See, I don't even need to set you up. You use your...
Sonny, of course, runs the league down in Philly, helps so many kids in that town, does Temple basketball, and the other two, forget it. I mean, reputation and what the products they put out in this country. A credit to this wonderful game.
Coach Wooden, by the way, will be joining us at halftime. And what a pleasure that will be. Jackson. Randall Jackson, number 23. We'll get you up to date on the fresh faces on the floor. And at the other end, number 35, this is Jelani McCoy. He's bound for UCLA.
Not too bad, huh?
Out of San Diego, California. Number 12, Shamond Wells. And the basket is good. B.J. Mackey, number 3. It's spelled M-C-K-I-E. He pronounces it Mackey. And it's Paul Pierce who's on the floor instead of McCoy. They're both out there. Well, this is interesting.
Well, the 235s, because one was stolen and they had 2 for McCoy. So there's a guy that fills up a screen now. He is much like a trailer truck. Quick, talented, and is going to be a terrific college basketball player. Danny Traylor, undecided. I saw him at the ABCD camp, Vern, which invites the best. And he played Tim Thomas, who's a junior that we'll all be hearing about next year, and played him even. This is a great talent, and it's deceptive the weight. And yet I do think, they said he lost somewhere around 29, 30 pounds. Didn't have lunch that day, maybe, but is extremely talented.
Can't get the ball to go down, and here comes the East running. Quick touch pass back out for the jumper, and the jumper is no good. Taken by Lewis Bullock, number 11 at the other end. Here's Jelani McCoy. Heyman, Domzalski, and Mackey gets the putback.
Mike Krzyzewski has something to say about that, right? Going strong to the goal, didn't finish.
Domzalski, who's headed for Duke out of New Mexico.
And he's got Traylor's shirt on, so it's a good thing we were in here a day early. We'd be in trouble. He's got 54 and Traylor's name as well.
So on the floor right now for the Whites, we've got 2 54s and 2 35s. And again, the reason is that someone wanted souvenirs last night. This is Taman Domzalski.
And if Mackey got one of those numbers, they'd have a full house, huh? Mackey's the only guy with his own number.
That's right.
3 in white.
Back it is in the hands of Shamond Wells. He's going to Providence next year. Jamison. Antoine Jamison, number 44. Randall Jackson gets full benefit of the rim.
That's the one thing that impressed me in the workout. They all play above that rim. Good, explosive jumpers. They can handle the basketball, too. Well, they're McDonald's All-American, so obviously they've got a total game.
Traylor. McCoy.
The real. Not bad. Spinning and reversing and jamming.
Wells. Oh, my goodness.
Greatest handle since the Messiah.
You did use it. You did use it. I didn't think you would use it, but you did.
Well, he can really deliver, and so can Mackey.
Not quite this time. At the other end, here's Shamond Wells. And they didn't get the basket.
Oh. I mentioned Traylor's ability as a basketball player, but right here, the pivot to the middle, never lost vision, the good delivery. And here, the three-quarter turnaround, send it in by McCoy. Well, maybe the greatest handle since Samsonite.
You used them both.
Oh, he is a pleasure to watch. Now there's point guards, lead guards, 1 guards, 2 guards, shooting guards, off guards, and of course there's sham guard.
Wells. Out of LaSalle Academy in New York City, and he's bound. This is Randall Jackson. Well, we were talking with Howard Garfinkel, who knows a little bit about young talent. He said this kid can handle the ball as well as anybody he's ever seen.
And right there, nice pass again by Mackey, and the big fella trying to finish Traylor. Yeah, Howard has a line on all of these kids, and occasionally I'm prone to steal them.
Well, Bullock taps it, loose ball. Jamison off the mark in the hands of B.J. Mackey, number 3. Mackey takes it off. Oh, are you kidding me?
What a great setup. South Carolina bound.
Irmo, South Carolina, B.J. Mackey.
He plays hard, strong, and look at those dishes.
Wayne Turner, number 5, gets the jumper. He's from Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, at a Beaver Country Day and going to Kentucky.
Oh, and they were delighted down there. A shooting guard who can play point.
McCoy misfires, trying to get it to Traylor. Here's Wayne Turner again, number 5. Wow. These guys are putting on a passing clip.
They no looks. I mean, they make it look easy.
You know, when you and I were in high school, because we were there about the same time.
That was a few years ago.
It didn't look this way, did it?
Your knickers look good today. No, it didn't. They've just been to so many clinics, played all over the world, have had the greatest coaching with their high school coach and the summer.
I think it's neat that I lived long enough to see black sneakers come back in style.
Getting bored with just playing.
If you watched yesterday's semifinals from Seattle, you saw 10 young men who played in this McDonald's All-Star game. Darnell Robinson from Arkansas and Corliss Williamson, and of course Ed and Charles O'Bannon from UCLA. You're going back out there, Bill, and watch 5 of them play for the championship Monday night.
Great time of year, and these players someday will keep a program going, coach happy, alumni happy.
Chauncey Billups, we were told he wasn't going to play today, number 4. He's got a shoulder injury. Now, wait a minute. That's Chris Clack, isn't it?
Yeah, he came over and told both of us he wasn't going to be able to play or injured it during the year. And Steve Smith, the reason he's on the picture other than being the coach is he had Jerry Stackhouse and Jeff McGinnis at Oak Hill. So there's a reason that he wins a lot. And these guys become such good players because he teaches so well.
Here's Bullock, number 11.
Expected to be a point guard up in Michigan. And that's a tough adjustment too when you've been a scoring guard, although he can handle and does find people. Oh, what a pass. And another pass.
Domzalski out of Roswell, New Mexico Military Institute. Here's Wayne Turner. Kevin Garnett gets the rebound, number 21. Right side it goes to B.J. Mackey. A little, a half-leader. You give him a 10, 9-8.
You've been on that skating circuit, and maybe the Eastern Bloc won't give him that last 10.
That's right. It was the Polish judge. I did a figure skating event here, as a matter of fact, back in October. Here's Bullock at the other end. No. And Domzalski gets the rebound.
Look at these 2 looks now. Oh, a kiss. Almost for the send it in.
Pretty. This is truly an all-star game. Isn't this fun? 31-28. The score is absolutely incidental.
You don't see this in most neighborhoods, I'll tell you. You may see 1 or 2 guys doing it, but the little extra pass, and this is the earlier jam. Oh, a great feel. Up about 12, and the resounding climax.
B.J. Mackey's going to get a rest. Ryan Robertson comes back in. Domzalski is also out. So the West leading the McDunks.
And no cholesterol in those either. Oh, they are having a nice look here by a guy who's going to be a terrific player at Kansas. Robertson, the first couple of years, he just gives Jock Vaughn a blow, and then he'll be taken over.
Marbury, number 3, guarded by Robertson. Here's Shamon Wells. A couple of pretty good guards in the backcourt now. Sam Oakey out of Cassville, Wisconsin.
I would like to pick up Oakey's sandwich with those hands. I mean, he would nail you. Big, tough guy. Can you go to the goal strong? Had some good workouts here. Of course, everybody's looked pretty good. Defense is something that occasionally is around the yard.
Yes.
They would prefer looking good on offense.
Shamgod Wells gets it inbound. Marbury, Oakey. That's for 3.
Shamgard. Solid. What a backcourt there when you think of it. Marbury.
Ryan Robertson. That's a, well, they're going to call the foul.
Well, the officials aren't getting paid by the foul.
No.
They let them play, and it is a little bit loose, but as we know, that these are 3 of the premier guys in the country.
Ryan Robertson, who played high school ball at St. Charles West High School in St. Charles, Missouri. A 3-time All-St. Louis Metro player.
I think his dad was an assistant under for a while with him. I met him the other day. Tom Konchowski, who writes a report on the kids throughout the country, filled me in on a lot of these performers, and the insights that Tom has are beyond the floor. So you really feel that there's the depth of the players and what they're capable of as human beings, too.
Wipe out the last one. Marbury and Wells in the backcourt. Oki, Ron Mercer, and Sharif Abdur-Rahim. He's in the low post, gets the ball, guarded by Garnett. Pretty good.
Real nice, it sure was. He's had some good runs as well. Rahim's a solid guy going to Cal.
At the other end, Rahim up. Albert White tries to go behind the back. Here's Oki.
Hold on.
Stephon Marbury.
Bobby Crimmins will be smiling. Stephon in the open floor. Magic.
Marbury, who will follow Kenny Anderson, Travis Best down at Georgia Tech. Here's Garnett over Abdur-Rahim. He can go outside too, huh?
And he really has a total game, and he has a little chatter going down the floor, letting everybody know that he can knock him down. Sharif smiling as he went back. A little too much pizzazz in some place too, right? A little extra gravy.
Dead ball, time has been called. We are in St. Louis, the McDonald's All-Star Game. For a moment, let's take you back to 1991. The McDonald's All-Star Game played in Springfield, Massachusetts. And a guy named Glenn Robinson had a pretty decent afternoon.
Oh, Big Dog was top dog. Oh, just think he sat out that next year at Purdue, and the rest is history. See those names there? Weber along with him.
Chris Weber had 28 in that game. Robinson had. Here's Sam Oki at a major metropolis, Cassville, Wisconsin. Population 1,140. Located near Dubuque, Iowa. Sam headed for Wisconsin.
Come on, Steph. Come on, Steph.
Shamgod Wells, number 12. Looks for Marbury. Ryan Robertson guards him. Marbury. Back to, oh, what a block by Garnett. Robertson. He finds Derek Hood, number 55. Hood loses it at the other end. Here comes Oki. Beauty. And at the other end, whoops.
Oki with a little late dish. I thought he had him in the back court, and let's hope everybody is fine. I mean, they're starting to bang. Nothing easy, and this is a terrific pass selection, huh? And you think you got an easy one. I think that's what impresses the players the most. They're used to going against one guy. All of a sudden, there's 2 and 3 that can elevate and reject.
Sam Oki gets a rest, and Ron Mercer goes to the line.
I might even win a few games with this talent.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't want to go out on the limb too much. But
I'd put my money on you.
The reaction that they have to their coaches was so favorable, too. Willing to be taught. And that's what makes them extraordinary, I think.
Alley-oop.
Come back. White started the game a little jumper. Oh.
Derek Hood to Albert White. It's 38-36. Here's Stephon Marbury.
Was that pass high enough?
How about the block from Ryan Robertson? Here's Vince Carter. Out of Daytona Beach, Florida, headed for North Carolina. Steal by Marbury.
Unbelievable. He's what they call a dictatorial defender. Comes up with it, great hands, dominates the offense, basically.
At the other end, off the front iron. Randall Jackson, number 23. White goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Marbury.
Look at that move. Oh, Kern.
Look at that pass. Ball misfired. Here comes. Oh, no, they don't. There's Robertson with the quick hands.
2 nice plays.
You bet. Left side. Hood underneath the Garnett. He wasn't ready for it. Sometimes it doesn't matter.
Well, Derek can play in my hood anytime. Oh, does he get to the glass?
5:34 to go. First half of play. Marbury left side for Mercer.
Ooh, the Hawk. Connie reminiscent of.
Yes. At the other end.
Does anybody just make a shot? It's dance. Go into the tin.
A 40-minute highlight film here. 5:10 to go first half.
Stephon Marbury going to Georgia Tech, as we mentioned, recruiting Derek Coleman trying to talk him into going to Syracuse, and Kenny Anderson trying to talk him to going into Georgia Tech. And obviously, the winner was
Bobby Cremins.
Yeah, well, yeah. Very good. Oh,
this is unbelievable.
Click, clack. Huh. That is amazing. Seniors?
Yeah. They're 17,
College or high school?
This is unbelievable. Marbury. Jackson.
A catch. How did they snatch the basketball and then finish? I don't think anybody's checking out, incidentally.
Not at all. Here's Clack. Derek Hood. Nope. Garnett. Oh, look at that play. Beautiful. Rebound. Randell Jackson, number 23, and a foul. No, he traveled. Watch the pass to Albert White.
Well, I mentioned he made the jump right. Now, watch how high this is. This is higher than they threw at the Grand Hill. Look at that. I would say that's 13 feet. Now, I mentioned Connie Hawkins. Roy Hamilton, who's an All-American of his own at UCLA, he said it reminds him of the Doc, and I can't argue with him. Julius serving.
Ball to be inbounded with 4:15 to go first half.
All these guys have shortening in their game, huh?
Oh.
All high risers.
See, I've got to get used to working with you.
It's incredible, the hops in their game. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Now, you do the NBA games
Yes.
on Thursday, and you will see some of these players. The natural ability now has to get into the fundamentals, the educational process of learning how to play with others. I mean, this is fun, but you're not going to get away with that in college.
Right.
These are going to be defended and prepared for. So the guys that step forward are the ones that are going to pay attention, and they're going to make kiss foul shots like that and get some breaks.
8 ball in the corner pocket. 45-45. Clock is stopped. Now it's going. I saw this last night.
Yeah. I brought it east with me.
Yes. Those red eyes will stop a clock every time, won't they? At the other end, here's Mackey. Oh, no!
There, get the towel out. Have a little yoke on the brow.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim goes to the basket. He's going to Cal next year. He'll shoot free throws right now.
It's not easy. They're not as big as the opponent, and he's been going hard and strong. Great-looking prospect.
Coming up later, the women's basketball championship game. University of Connecticut, undefeated so far, takes on Tennessee. That's a rematch of a game played 2 months ago.
I happened to watch that game from a hotel room. I had 3 games that day. And that was an exciting packed house up in Stores.
In 3 different cities, no doubt.
Oh, it's amazing how fast the year does go.
College, sometimes.
Oh, well, if you're coaching, it was long. For me, anyhow. But here we are, all 2 left. It's just still standing.
UConn and Tennessee this afternoon, and of course Arkansas and UCLA tomorrow night, all here on CBS. We'll be back right after this.
Have you had your break today? We all need to get away. There's one place that's on your way. McDonald's is your break today. Have you had your break today? Oh, take time out McDonald's way. Save a little money, put a smile in your tummy. Have you had your break today? Feed me, please me, tempt me, tease me. Oh yeah. Rush me down to Mickey D's. Have you had your break today? Easy does it McDonald's way. Taste the place of smiling face. Oh yeah, yeah. Have you had your break today? Have you had your break today?
No trendy health club. No $60 shorts. No bull. Speed Stick. Its no-nonsense formula never quits. It works and works Protects all day, no matter what. Speed Stick for 110% protection. Like you, it never quits.
When you first bought your vinyl siding, they told you to clean it, just wash it off with a hose. Well, look, that doesn't always work. Good thing there's new Armor All Vinyl Siding Wash. Just spray it on, wait 5 minutes, then do what they told you to do. Wash it off with a hose. See? Guess they had our product in mind when they told you that. New Armor All Vinyl Siding Wash. We took the knowledge of Armor All and applied it to your home.
3:49 to go first half. East leading 47-45 coming up at the half. We'll have a women's championship preview, a baseball update, and a visit with legendary coach John Wooden here at halftime at the Kiel Center. There's one young man who will not play today. He's a young man from my home state, out of Denver, Colorado, a two-time All-State player, Chauncey Billups. He will attend the University of Colorado next year. He's had a shoulder injury that caused him to miss this game, but he wanted to be a part of the festivities, so he came on in and is a McDonald's All-American.
And like you, a hero in his state. A power guard, does a little of everything. Threes, handle, real solid guy, going to help that program.
That'll be the East inbound. 3:37 to go before halftime. And this is not McCoy.
Although it says it.
It is McCoy. We've got two McCoys on the floor again. One is Paul Pierce.
That's Pierce with the ball. McCoy down on the box.
35-35. Underneath the 54, who is not Trailer.
It is a little bit confusing, but they know who they are anyhow. And that time, a little organization trying to get it into the post.
3:24 remaining before the half. Wayne Turner. Underneath and stolen by the West. At the other end, this is Pierce.
Got it. Big, strong, tough guy.
Wayne Turner at the 3-minute mark.
Those programs still keep cropping up. Pierce going to Kansas, huh? That's why those guys are pretty good.
Antoine Jamison, who's bound for North Carolina out of Charlotte. He's staying home.
And that's why they're pretty good.
Yes.
Nice little post up by McCoy.
And then McCoy, who is not McCoy, gets the rebound. Boy, this is confusing.
Well, some households going to have a lot of numbers around. And some little guy's going to get in trouble when Daddy gets home.
2:30 to go before halftime. Lewis Bullock, number 11. He's headed for Michigan in Steve Fisher's program. And Randall Jackson knocks one down.
Showing a little bit of range.
By the way, somebody who had the ear-piercing concession in St. Louis is probably bound for vacation. That's
the Caribbean, right?
Yeah. You see the tape on the kids' ears. They got their ears pierced yesterday.
Ears look terrific. Don't they know, sweetheart?
I'm going to go for hoops. Hoop earrings.
How about that little spin out and go to the goal by McCoy?
The runner from Turner, 53-52. Well, this hasn't been bad, has it?
No, it's really pleasant. Quick chuck and duck now, though, huh? No, you got to get up, play Little D.
Paul Pierce, he's headed to Kansas, too, from Inglewood, California.
And UCLA coveted this guy. They were really after him. Good shot discipline.
Hello.
Good night, huh? Play going to Purdue. Central Institute, and a guy, Max Good, who they say really works the kids. They learn how to play. They learn a lot about life as well. So it's Gene Katie at the Final Four as Tom Mazowski finishes, and he was delighted to hear how well he was playing down here. Thinks he's got a performer that's going to help them. Big Ten co-champs, huh?
Ah, yes. Jamison, that's off his hand. Well, we got two McCoys out here. One of them's the real McCoy.
Well down on the box, a nice little power move, and you can see the defense, Clay. Well, the play for Gene Katie, he'll have to learn how to contain a little bit, but he'll also get some help. Gene, one of the master defensive.
The real has 9 and the other has 6. Oh, dear. 59-55. We're going for the stratosphere. Jamison.
Oh. And then, if you get hit like that, you'll start drinking some Jameson. Big, hard jam. I mean, when they do try and dunk, that's when they play hard defense. Step the pressure up a little further out the floor.
Antoine Jameson's going to the line. Sharif Abdul-Rahim is back on the floor now, number 33. He replaces Randall Jackson. And Antoine Jameson is at the line.
Supposedly a very hard worker. Terrific rebounder on the offensive glass. And they say the best senior out of the state of North Carolina. Unfortunate last night in a way that Stackhouse got hurt early. Came back strong second half against a team that's going to be tough to deal with. Arkansas, they are deep.
Here's Paul Pierce, number 35. Paul Pierce gets it. Final 25 seconds.
Think of that motion offense for Pierce. He's going to get some looks and develop a little depth for Roy Williams.
Wayne Turner picked off by Robert Traylor. And at the other end, here's B.J. Mackey. Got it.
Eddie Fogler's guy, intense and plays hard.
Raheem misses at the buzzer. And that is the end of the first half from the Keough Center. Andrea Joyce coming up with At the Half after this message and a word to your local afternoon. All 22 players and the coaching staff, along with McDonald's officials, visited the St. Louis Ronald McDonald's house. A chance for some of the young kids to gather autographs. And Thursday night, the three-point shooting and slam dunk contest at the University of Missouri at St. Louis. 4,000 people in attendance. Watch Louis Bullock. And do you have any doubts who won the three-point shooting contest? And then it was time for the slam dunk contest. Here is Vince Carter, who is on his way to North Carolina. There's one. Here comes two. And he had one left in the arsenal. Vince Carter, the winner of the slam dunk competition. And then Friday, all 22 players visited the St. Louis Children's Hospital to wind up the festivities before the game being played this afternoon.
Coaches enjoying the...
We have been joined by Coach John Wooden, who is enjoying the halftime presentation. A group of young gymnasts out here. They have done some wonderful job, haven't they?
They make us feel so inconsequential, and so little they do so much so well.
Coach, this has always been a very important part of your year, hasn't it? Your participation in the McDonald's All-American game.
I've enjoyed it very much. I've been with them since I retired and since this started, as a matter of fact. And they do such a fine job. And the work they do for the Children's Hospital and the Ronald McDonald houses. When you see these great athletes come out of the Children's Hospital with tears running down your face, tears running down my face, too.
Coach, it's a tough time of year. You've got this responsibility, and a team you're very fond of is up in Seattle. I know you watched last night. Are you tempted to sneak up there tomorrow?
Yes, excuse me. I plan on flying up in the morning. I'm going to get back to Los Angeles this evening, and I'm planning on going up in the morning.
Well, that's great news, because everybody asked us about you, and I know the country will be delighted, and those kids are looking forward, I'm sure, to seeing you and spending some time with you.
Well, it's a wonderful thing, and enjoy it immensely, just as I enjoy this immensely, too.
You love that basketball team, though. You feel they've really come along, the UCLA team this year.
Oh, very much. They play together as a team. They play defense, and defense wins ball games. And we're not seeing much out here, but we're seeing a lot of offense, a lot of athleticism.
Well, that's how about the players here? Can you believe, Coach, how much this game has evolved in the last few decades?
Well, it's been tremendous. You know, Bill and I were saying earlier that if we could get these kids to come, we'd go coach somewhere.
But I wouldn't coach coach against you. I assure you that. You were such a great success, obviously, but a wonderful teacher, and I think that was part of your success story.
I always considered myself a teacher, and I think all coaches, that's really what they are. You're teachers, and you're teaching more than basketball, or you should be, and most do. Most all do.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Any one player that's really caught your attention in this game so far?
Oh, you put me on the spot, all right, and I won't answer it. I'll say almost all of them have impressed me. Being a guard, the ability of that Marbury sort of stands out a little bit. Sort of like him.
Coach, I got a question. You brought great players to UCLA. As you started each October, was it difficult to get them to conform to team basketball, what you wanted or what you demanded? Or did you find the seniors and juniors taught them before they get out on the floor with you?
I think the leadership of the older players would lead the others in the direction that you wanted them. They would know everything, the drills, and they'd know the things that we expected of them, and therefore it never caused much of a problem. I think if you're firm but fair, try to be fair and realize that you're imperfect and you're going to make mistakes, and not being afraid to admit it when you do make a mistake, then you don't have much of a problem. They're going to test you now and then, and why not? We tested people when we were younger too, and there's no necessity for being disagreeable just because we disagree.
Well, happy 20th anniversary, by the way, 1975. Congratulations, great career.
Coach, one of the pleasures for us each year is to come back and have a chance to visit with you. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you very much.
Coach John Wooden will be back with the start of the second half after this message and a word from your local station. Thank you, Coach.
This is the inspiration behind Goodyear's newest AquaTread, the all-new Wrangler AquaTread for light trucks and sport utilities. 2 aqua channels sweep water away. You get the sheer rugged toughness of a Goodyear Wrangler and the outstanding wet traction of a Goodyear AquaTread. Welcome to the AquaTread family. The new 50,000-mile Wrangler AquaTread, only from Goodyear.
Most people know us as the inventors of a wonder drug, but we also help make fabric stronger, homes more energy efficient, animals healthier, and we're helping to lead the way in biotech research.
So much good we can do for each other. Oh, what a world it can be.
Bayer. In healthcare, chemicals, and imaging technologies, we cure more headaches than you think.
The final battle in Seattle. Arkansas defends their title against UCLA. Monday night, the NCAA Basketball Championship on CBS.
This is CBS.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
If you ever thought about buying the electrical adjustable bed, it's on sale out at Totten Discount Furniture House. You can buy the Flexi-Bed and save on the standard $291. The Flexi-Bed you can save on the deluxe $361. The standard has 5-year warranty on it, and the deluxe has a 15-year warranty on. And neighbors, the mattress and any firmness that you want. It's the Flexi-Bed on sale out at Totten Discount Furniture House. Don't you dare miss it. It's out where we mark it up just a little bit.
The latest research on the obesity gene today at 5.
CBS Sports presents the McDonald's All-American High School Basketball Game, sponsored by McDonald's. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today. Goodyear, #1 in tires. And by Selsun Blue, doctors recommended #1 for dandruff. Selsun Blue.
We're back at the Kiel Center in downtown St. Louis, Missouri. An excellent crowd gathered here for the 18th annual McDonald's All-American Game. At the half, the West, look at that, shooting 60% to 53. The dunks 12 to 3 for the West. But most significantly, this has been extraordinarily entertaining.
Laverne, Dick Starman, the chief guy with McDonald's, this is his baby. He loves it. And the reason he loves it is what we witnessed in that Ronald McDonald House, what they do with the kids. And these young fellas get right into it, and it benefits them in their growth. The basketball, obviously, it's going to take care of itself, but it's a great thing for corporate America to get involved as McDonald's has.
East team turns it over to start the second half. Shem Godwells. And here comes Kevin Garnett, number 21. Well, why not let him handle the ball? Why not?
He can play all over the floor. And that's a dilemma, too, believe it or not. I'm thinking of Sampson years ago. Ralph could play a few positions and really never became the dominant center that he could have been. Of course, he broke in the league with Olajuwon.
Yeah.
That's a little tough.
At the other end, Mackey. B.J. Mackey brings it all the way down.
Now, how about the coach liking Stephon Marbury? Now, he's always had great talent, an eye for great talent.
I like the way he said he wasn't going to answer it and did.
Well, privilege, right?
Yeah, you bet. And what great news that he is going to Seattle to watch UCLA and Arkansas. That's terrific.
That's big-time news. I mean, people will be delighted. I mean, the legend of the game going up to see his old university compete. He's very proud of what they've accomplished this year.
Well, there may be some who don't realize why he was hesitant to go. Here's the stuff by Garnett. Coach Wooden's wife died 10 years ago, and their last trip together was to the Final Four in Seattle. It holds great emotional memories for him, and that's why he wasn't sure he wanted to do that. I think it's wonderful for all of us that will be there. Robert Traylor in the post.
Oh. Well, they say you need a lot of quarters to get around him. He's not a toll road, but it takes you a while. But when he starts going to the goal with authority, he's awfully tough. And the counter at the other end by Marbury and then back.
Here comes Shem Godwells.
That's amazing. Look at that handle.
You know what Howard Garfinkel said to us? The guy that comes to mind, and young people won't recognize this at all, but he said that Shem Godwells handles the ball as well as Marcus Haynes. I mean, that is a name that evokes unbelievable memories.
I don't remember Marcus.
No, you don't.
Charlie Neal was more my age.
Not quite.
That is high praise, though. And Howard has seen a lot at his five-star basketball camp.
Coming up next, superstars of the slopes twist and shout when they compete in bumps and jumps and moguls and aerial showdown from Heavenly Valley, California. Tracy Wilson's going to be there, my colleague on figure skating, and Clark Smalley has left Steamboat Springs, Colorado to go out.
It's awfully nice to see you working without a tuxedo.
It's nice to be working.
And he does have some personality on the court, doesn't he?
Yes, indeed.
That dunk and the run back. Be curious to see what happens. He's undecided as to his college, and as we've seen, there are a lot of pro teams interested in him. A lot of them are here checking his abilities out. I, for one, hope he opts to prep or go to college, whatever the situation is. And I don't know the academic is. You see some of the pro scouts.
Billy McKinney on the left.
Yeah. Rick Weitzman there. And just think of it, a high school game.
Trainer misfires, the tip no good.
And Billy Knight was there besides, Indiana assistant, great NBA performer. Well, the kids are coming out early, too. It's another thing. You get a backlog. You get to look at them. I'm not saying I admire them leaving early, and I don't know how good it is for them because it's so difficult in the NBA, as you've seen.
Right. Here's Stephon Marbury looking for the pick from Oki. Wells. Nope.
Providence College with Pete Gillen, and boy, will he be an asset. Look at that deflection, and hold on now. Ooh. Stephon on the money. Oh, terrific.
Traylor.
Coach Wooten here. Vern.
.12:40 to go Looks underneath for Oki and gets the pick and roll. Little contact, no foul call. Hood misfires. Here comes the East. Marbury. Oh, yes. And Abdur Rahim can't get it in. Well, we had Coach Wooden at halftime, and now pay close attention here. We have Coach Wooten with us now. You got to be Morgan Wooten, longtime coach at DeMatha High School. Good to have you here.
Great to be with you all.
Thank you. Anybody? Let's see. We've got a. There we are. We got you up. Maintenance work.
Now, you worked for years with James Brown. He should have taught you how to place that microphone. I know you taught him everything else down there at the DeMatha. I know you're very proud of him as well as many of your players. And Adrian Dantley comes to mind as one of the great names. But how many kids have left your program and gone to Division I?
Well over 150, I'd say.
That's incredible.
Well over 150. We've had over 12 of them going on to the pros with guys like Dantley and Ferry probably being the top names.
Is that great? A Hall of Famer as well? I like to deal with legends. Coach Wooden, Coach Wooden,
Oh, yeah, right.
but have you seen a change with players and personalities as the years have progressed?
Well, I think that the big thing, though, is that there's more good players than ever before. And they're a little bigger, they're a little stronger, they can run faster, they can jump higher. Unfortunately, you do have a few maybe that are a little harder to work with. But by and large, kids are just as good as ever. There's more good players than ever before.
I have a feeling you convinced them, though, to sort of do it your way.
Well, I think coaching is teaching and salesmanship, and if you're going to do well, you got to do it as a team.
Yeah, Vern and I were just chatting about McDonald's and what they do for the youngsters in America. Some kids who have some health problems as well as their corporate contributions. Your take on this atmosphere, what it does for the players?
We're going to let Morgan talk about that.
There's no question about it. Something they'll never forget.
We'll be right back. He takes commercial cues well.
Michael Jordan is playing NBA basketball again because he missed his teammates. He missed the excitement. He missed playing the game he loves. And he really missed having a McDonald's sandwich named after him. Michael Jordan's McBacon Deluxe. 2 all-beef patties, savory bacon, and melted cheese on a double-decker bun. Named after the world's greatest basketball player. So, Michael, what's next? Pro football?
Have you had your break today?
Before you move forward, Canon paves the way.
McDonald's game. The West beat the East 100-85. Attila Harrington had 19 points. But Jason Kidd, who just scored there, missed only 1 shot, set everyone else up as the West won easily. Kidd, whatever happened to
The rest is history, as they say. Dallas?
Yeah.
With a pretty good career at Cal.
Berkeley. 70-66, 15:37 remaining here. We have been joined by Morgan Wooten, the longtime head coach at DeMatha in the Washington, D.C. area. And we are just sitting back and enjoying all of this.
I got a chance to chat while we were at commercial about his family, 4 grandchildren, and the youngest son, a coach. Coach, you taught him better than that.
Well, I tell you, he really loves the game, and he's working on a Joe Catapio down at Furman University, and he's really enjoyed his first year as a college coach, and only 22 years old, so he got started pretty young.
And, you know, another thought, Vern, there are tons of guys, you may have the number, that started with you and are now head coaches throughout the country.
Right now we have 8 Division I head coaches at the college level that started coaching with me at DeMatha, and it's a great pleasure to see him go and do so well.
Oh, I'm sure that do a lot of them do some things that you taught them?
I can still see that they have examples of having worked at the DeMatha program. It's a lot of fun to see that. And a lot of them, like the Mike Brays at Duke, Wittenberg, Georgia Tech, are top assistants, and they'll be moving up just in a matter of time.
You know, Vern, when I was in high school, I remember a big game, Power Memorial at DeMatha. Right? I was a little older than high school, by the way. Yeah. Tell us how you prepared for Lou Alcindor.
Well, of course, it's 7'3", which is what he was at the time. I mean, it was no one had ever heard of anything like that before. So we We had a kid 6'6", and we gave him a tennis racket. And we practiced all week shooting over the tennis racket. So when the game started, we were not as intimidated as we might have been, and actually pulled off the big upset.
That was one of the great stories of basketball, the ingenious, the methods, right?
Well, it worked for that, that's for sure.
Jack Donahue, I believe, was the coach up there at the time, a pal of yours, and then later in Canada with their Olympic program. But the style of basketball that you've taught your players, somewhat lacking here, I would say. Well, offensive end particularly.
There's a lot of one-on-one here and a lot of trying so hard for the spectacular, which, as you can see, doesn't always work.
You know what's amazing, though? The kids don't mind if it doesn't work. They just go do it again.
Well, I don't comment I use a lot is I'll say, well, that's okay. It looked good, so don't worry about it.
That would work. Weren't you a football coach as well?
Yeah, for 13 years as a head football coach at the Rapids.
Now, what was your record there?
We did very well.
And what'd you do in your spare time working?
Well, that's when we started our family.
You know, and a thrill for me was to be at the Hall of Fame when you were inducted. You had all the family. That was a big day for you.
They all came up to Springfield. It was a real honor.
And bring us through this little play. What do you think of that dish?
Those are the guys that make the big guys look good. That's a great pass.
That was Chris Clack in the pass. And thinking of Tyus Edney, what he did in that game, he took over.
Yes,
it was just solid. You've always been blessed with a good point guard.
I think that's where it all starts. You know, John Wooden and I were speaking the other night, and I said, you know, you coach two of the greatest big men that ever played the game, in Walton and then Al Cindor. What do you think is the most important position? And he says it starts with the point guard. Because no matter how good your big men are, if you can't get them the ball where they want it, you can't handle pressure, well, then you're dead. And the championship game on Monday night is going to be decided by UCLA's ability to crack Arkansas's press.
How do you think they'll do?
I think it's going to be a great game. And if they can handle their pressure, their quickness, I think, might give them an edge.
You got it from the top, I'll say that. At the other end, here's Lewis Bullock. Did you see Lewis in high school? He's down in your neighborhood.
Oh, very definitely. I'll tell you an interesting story on Lewis real quick. They beat St. John's at Prospect Hall.
Oh, take a look at this while you're chatting. This is that open floor opportunity. Bullock gets it up on the glass, and as you mentioned, they do play above the rim.
Above the rim.
Go ahead, Morgan.
But he hit a three-pointer at the end of the first quarter in a game they're supposed to lose, a three-pointer at the end of the half, a three-pointer to put it in overtime, and then overtime he scored all the points, and they pulled off the upset.
He's amazing.
He's a great shooter.
Incredible. Gone to Michigan. I'm sure Gary Williams a little disappointed, huh?
Everyone around Maryland thought he was going there, but he thought Michigan was the place.
And then Joe Gallagher was a guy you had a few laughs and chuckles. Didn't you two run the camp for years?
Joe was terrific. He said, I've lost a few games, but I never lost a party.
St. John's.
He gave me my start. He's a real legend.
That's who's on your staff now?
Well, right now I have a couple guys, or one guy to play for me, Pat Smith, who captained Harvard, is now one of my assistants. And Tracy Bergan's helping out on the JV level.
Tracy from Loyola.
From Loyola.
The great run into the NCAA.
Yeah, he played for me, and he's the only one in his family that's not a deaf mute. It's just a fantastic story.
Incredible. I did the MAC championship that year, and we heard that story from him. And he voiced it on air. And that game that night, if you recall, he was absolutely phenomenal in the MAC championship. And I thought I heard he had gone into coaching. And if he picks something up, I think with his drive, he's going to be an extraordinary leader.
I think he could be a great coach. I really do. Great teacher of the game.
Back on the floor right now, the West. Underneath, there's Abdul Rahim.
What would your recommendation be with Traylor? Danny, a big kid, very talented. Do you think he can play at that size?
No, I would say what our back would tell him, he's got to lose weight. And if he loses weight, he could really be a force in there. He'll change into the floor better. He won't get tired as quickly. He'll be a far more effective basketball player, but he has a wonderful talent, like that great pass he threw right there. I mean, that's big-time pass.
Yeah, he does have a feel, and Sharif with a nice move because his weight took him out of the play, that drop step to the goal. But he's a guy that can take up some area. I think it'll be tough to defend Traylor as well.
No question. He could be like a little Carlos Williamson right now, if there's such a thing. But he does have that great position, and it's very hard to get around him. Pretty good screen right there.
Mackey, I mentioned before, it might take a half hour to get out on the shooter, huh? With him.
Take a while, I'll tell you.
Here's Wayne Turner, number 5 for the East squad.
Morgan, I know. I'm sorry, Vern.
Go ahead, Bill.
My thought just occurred to me. All the offers over the years, never tempted to leave the high school ranks, huh?
Well, I got tempted 2 times, I would say, in the ACC, but when I really thought it over, I was happy in high school, happy in what I was doing, getting a chance to watch my family grow up, so why leave happiness?
A content individual, which is terrific.
Bullock.
Mackey.
This is basketball, isn't it?
I'll tell you, Eddie Fogler's getting a great one in Mackey. There's no question about it.
Very intense individual and supposedly a great defender. We may not see much today, but that was a sensational save. Not bad either. Dean Smith's getting a pretty good one in Carter. And this is the reaction that you enjoyed.
That timing is just terrific on a play like that.
Do you see layups anymore?
What's that?
Do you see layups anymore? Nobody gets them up on the glass.
They don't get them up high enough. Not in a game like this. They're all looking for the dunks.
Traylor blocked by Abdul Rahim. Albert White, number 44. Here comes the East at the other end. Bullock guarded by Robertson. Blocked by Robertson.
Very unselfish.
McKee fouled by Bullock. And B.J. Mackey, not McKee. B.J. Mackey will go to the line.
We just heard great news earlier. John Wooden told Vern and myself that he's going up to Seattle.
Yes.
Did he tell you on the sideline over there?
He told me last night he was going to go. And I don't know if he told you a story last night. We were watching the game, and he put on a UCLA hat with about 2 minutes to go, and UCLA scored 11 straight points.
That's terrific.
So he says he's taking the hat to Seattle with him. And he says Coach Howard may have to pay for it.
The hat or the trip?
Maybe.
Now, we have another gentleman in the arena. Roy Hamilton was a great player. He's our producer, by the way. He's the one giving us all those instructions.
Oh, okay.
Great guard at UCLA. So a lot of happy folk here.
We've got a very busy truck. We've got our producer, Roy Hamilton, and our scout, Mike Arnold, down there.
Be sure you can meet the demand. You can't be sure about where you land. You can be sure you can raise your hand.
To hear that John Wooden will be among those in attendance.
Everybody was asking that question, hoping that he was coming, and it's going to be a thrill for everyone to see him up there. So big, and what an impact on the game.
No look pass underneath. Here's Turner. And a quick outlet from Traylor to Garnett. Mackey.
He is really terrific. With the sleight of hand, Garnett in the open floor, Vern.
Derek Hood is fouled. Kevin Garnett, Farragut Academy in Chicago. Well, we've seen a glimpse today of why everyone is excited watching him play.
He's got the tools. The maturation process now is the important aspect for him as he physically grows and understands what he can do. Running the floor is another aspect of his game. I was telling Billy Packer, I believe he's going to play. Billy had asked him to come up to the U.S. Not that Billy invites him, but he was invited, and Billy's involved in the game, to come, and he hadn't heard until today. And he said, I've been wondering, I never heard anything. And everybody's asking me about, playing on the U.S. Junior Olympic team. So Coach Packer will feel good about it, but that's in May, and I believe it is on CBS as well.
Mackey. A little too strong with a layup. Here's a 3-on-1. Abdur Rahim. Oh, wow. Hard foul by Traylor.
Sharif has not had easy opportunities. A lot of size and occasionally a little beef to contend with.
Abdur-Rahim is going to go to the line. Take a look at it.
How about the size of the guy that just delivered that pass? I mean, that's a 6'10", 6'11 guy who has a terrific feel for the game and very unselfish. With his smile and personality, Mayor Daley ought to be concerned in a few years out there in Chicago. Engaging individual.
Abdur-Rahim gets the first out of Marietta, Georgia. Going west, California. Let's get you up to date on who's on the floor right now for the West squad. With the ball right now, here's B.J. Mackey. He's going to South Carolina. Derek Hood, number 55. Entry pass knocked away. Kevin Garnett from Chicago. Ryan Robertson, number 11 from St. Charles, Missouri. The ball stolen. Abdur-Rahim. Bullock backs up, takes the shot. In and out.
Rahim, as you mentioned, he's really a elegant player, isn't he? Speaking of elegance.
Yes. Garnett.
Resounding. Send it in.
Turner. Tries to find Abdur-Rahim. Antoine Jameson, number 44. That was Domzalski with the defensive job. Taman Domzalski, who was wearing the number of 54 trailer. Again, if you weren't with us in the first half, there were 3 jerseys stolen last night, so we have duplicate numbers for 3 of the young men from the West.
They'll be on the ski slopes in Steamboat.
I'll see them next week. That's right.
Hope it fits Nance.
Oh, well, you know, a fella's doesn't have a clothing contract. You know what you got to do.
Just even there, the rebound and the kick out as Mackey ends up with the turnover.
Turner. What a beautiful,
what a freeze, huh? Oh,
great fake.
Ew. Close the door, the light's on in the fridge.
Beaver Country Day, Chestnut Hill, Pennsylvania. Wayne Turner going to Kentucky. Randall Jackson, number 23. Jackson and Turner, Abdur-Rahim, Lewis Bullock, Antoine Jameson.
And a little nickel dimer, just checking to see if the P's in the whistle, Eddie Hightower. Well, the offense has been unselfish, I must say. Defensively, I think the guys forgot about teeing it up and getting the stance. You see the strong finish as they'll run the floor. The big people elevate, sprint. They're almost like guards were years ago.
Maybe it's understandable none of these kids is going to Oklahoma State.
But they are a deceptive running team, I must say that. What he does well is half court, use the clock till they get a good one, and make you use time. Now they'll sneak out and get a few breaks on occasion.
Eddie Sutton is the man of whom we're talking, of course. Oklahoma State with a wonderful run this year, losing yesterday to UCLA, and known for their defensive effort. 8:40 to go. Garnett with the basket. Marbury's back on the floor, number 3. Shamgod Wells, number 12. Mackey with the block. Domzalski, Hood, and Paul Pierce.
Always in control, Pierce, isn't he?
Headed for Kansas.
Roy Williams, what a run he has had.
Yes.
Just sensational.
Marbury. Well, the attendance for today, 16,201. That is a new attendance record for the McDonald's All-American game. 1982. Here's Garnett. Three-pointer.
Anything else?
94-81.
He has shown you all aspects of his game.
Marbury off the mark. Saved by, now stolen by Garnett. Oh, wow. And Shamgod Wells gets caught for the foul.
Shamgod's smart enough to know he wasn't going to get embarrassed in the open floor. Now look at that little same-hand crossover and able to shake the tear-off jersey and continue. He is terrific, huh?
Oh, wow. Chris Clack comes back on. wearing the uniform number and name of Chauncey Billups, who is not playing today. Again, a reminder that the young man out of Denver had a shoulder injury. He's unable to participate in the game. There's Clack. He's going to the University of Texas, and just watching him is making Tom Pender's day.
Oh, I'm sure. Tom out at the convention, as most of the Division I coaches are. Another terrific year down there. Big step up for that program now next year. A lot of competitors in that Big 12.
Yeah. Abdur Rahim and Domzalski, and he forces the travel. We've got 7:34 remaining. We'll return to the
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust.
And who knows, those youngsters may wind up with the McDonald's All-American game someday. 94-81, Vern Lundquist, Bill Raftery here at the Kiel Center in St. Louis. 7:33 remaining. And on the floor, Chris Clack. Jelani McCoy, the real McCoy, is back on the floor now, number 35. Derek Hood. Well, the other McCoy's also out there, Paul Pierce.
It is confusing.
Oh, and Domzalski.
And that was a tough entry pass. And you think of Oki on the opposing team up front, a guy that's it's amazing. He can attack, and that's his game. And right there, when you say Wisconsin, you've said it all.
Oh, ho, ho.
The whole town emptied out.
He said there were 150 people down here from Cassville, Wisconsin, which is 1/10 of the population of the town.
Well, they don't have many shirts left in that town. There's the rest of them. And he was mentioning the terrible flood of last year, how it impacted. They were on the Mississippi up in that area, and how tough it was on all the families. I remember seeing the CNN news with all the difficulties.
Right.
Hardship.
They are saying that Sam Oki might be the best player to ever come out of Wisconsin.
Now, Pat Richter was pretty good. Played football and basketball. Right. The AD. And he made a good decision. And so was that. As Smooth Pierce finishes.
97-84. Here's Marbury. Stephon Marbury back to Shamgod Wells. Ron Mercer, number 32. The jumper. Shamgod Wells misfires. And that'll be the West ball to inbound. Substitution now. Albert White coming back on the floor, replacing Derek Hood. And substitution, Lewis Bullock, who has been scoreless, held scoreless in the game, is back on the floor, replacing Shamgod Wells. Here's Bullock.
Oh, you got to get him in the lineup, huh? In the scorebook.
Cracked. Anderson High School in Austin, Texas. Albert White, nice shot. 6.5 remaining in the game.
Well, the ability to get into that area, not too bad. Had a little slide by and touch, a little dilly roll at the end.
Albert White, who is bound for Michigan. It's neat, these kids have collected autographs in their shoes and their jerseys.
They're wearing them out there, right?
A heck of a memento 25 years from now. 100-84.
And Albert White, you mentioned, he can score, knows how to use his body. And at the ABCD camp, Tom Konchasky was telling me he started slow, and by the end of the week was really solid.
We got Bullock on.
All right.
Lewis Bullock with the 3.
He'll be knocking him down. There's Steve Fisher.
He's going to Michigan as well. Now Chris Clack will inbound. Albert White, Jelani McCoy, Paul Pierce, and Taman Domzalski on the floor.
He really is smooth with a body.
Wow.
Of a linebacker.
Wow. 102-87. Marbury.
And look at the handle. Will Roy Williams, he may be able to play golf this summer, Roy.
No, I don't think so. Quickly down at the other end, Abdur Rahim.
And that just shows you about Stephon Marbury. He can count. The great ones know where all 9 others are.
102.89, 5.5 remaining. 16,000 plus here. Jelani McCoy underneath, gets it back, puts it in. Three-time All-Stater who will be going to UCLA, the young man from San Diego. Carter. And Domzalski. Well, we began the afternoon with statements from some of those who played here. Michael Jordan, the all-time scoring leader with 30.
His relationship with McDonald's, although not as financially rewarding in those days, has been as favorable. Indeed. Look at those names. Household words in basketball, or names in basketball. Foul. He is solid. I mean, he hasn't had a chance. 3-4 people on him as he tries to make a move. Raheem, very smooth, good baseline player, but the composure, the maturity, and he's not alone. Every time he's got up on the block, 3 and 4 of attack, not very easy. They're not that tall, and people aren't cutting either, so he can find some help.
Misfires on the first. Another substitution for the East squad. Wayne Turner from Chestnut Hill, Mass. on the floor. He replaces Stephon Marbury. Steve Smith, the head coach at Oak Hill Academy.
Had a chance to speak, as you did, to both coaches, and honored and thrilled to be here. When you have guys that can play like this, I mean, you get one or two maybe in your coaching career, and I shouldn't say that about Oak Hill, though, should I?
No.
They got to be really around. But as one of the guys, Marbury, as Domzalski, strong, and with a little authority to the goal. Marbury went out with 10 assists. Not too bad.
Bumps and jumps follow us. Sounds like our trip to the airport.
Sounds like both of us about 1:45 in New York.
Yeah, that's true, and we've been there. Taman Domzalski, maybe the best player ever in New Mexico. I've got a trivia question for you here. He's from New Mexico Military Institute. Name the most famous athlete who ever played at New Mexico Military Institute.
Knowing you, it's got to be a football player.
That's true. That's true.
Tom Brookshire?
No.
He's a Colorado guy.
Yeah. This is a good one.
Terry?
No. Quarterback, though. See, I'll keep giving you hints here. Quarterback.
Don Meredith.
You're getting closer. You've got the city right.
Sammy Baugh.
No, you have the city right.
Oh.
Dallas. Sammy Baugh did not play for the Cowboys. Roger Staubach.
Oh, all right. I didn't realize he went there. Then on to Navy. Nice trophy winner. I believe 63, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed.
See, that's very good.
I ignited that whole
the process.
Yeah. Abdur Rahim.
Hey, getting back to
basketball.
Domzalski, a kind of a guy, 4.0 student, by the way.
And going to Duke.
And we'll get some special attention from Coach K. He looked terrific. Got a chance to chat with him. He was on the set yesterday.
That's great.
And I can't wait to get back to my team.
We all want him back. That's
sure
great.
do. Great for the game.
4:04 remaining in this one. Alley-oop.
Well, we're going to have a couple of guys attacking that.
I can't watch Robert Traylor and not think that he and Dimitri Hill are related.
The meat hook. He might be the meat rack. There's the little look that started us getting excited. The slam dunk champ would have sent it in. And here is another look and a repeat. He will be terrific. It's unfair to mention Jordan about Stackhouse or him, but some of the signs and the giver.
Traylor at the line. He got a standing ovation from his teammates in that slam dunk contest. He came out of the box early and they said, well, this one's over.
Pack it in. Now he's got the hand up. He loves those. He'll get some back screens at Chapel Hill and go to the goal.
Robertson, Clack, 2 more. Clack's in double figures. He's got 10. We've got 3:34 remaining in this game.
Nice wing player down there for Texas.
21 dunks. McDunks. Wow. Time has been called. 3:25 remaining in this one. 109.97. Another look back. 1993, Memphis, Tennessee. The East beat the West 105-95. Jerry Stackhouse scored 27 points and won the slam dunk competition. How do these young men wind up in this game? Well, here's a couple of men who have some. Here are a couple of men. Howard Garfinkel on the left and Bob Gibbons on the right. They're on the committee to choose these guys.
Yeah, Bob sees them all, too. He has a report. Howard used to have one. Tom Klinchowski now runs that. Howard has the 5-star camp. They see the best and help vote on who's in attendance here. And they do a pretty darn good job.
Boy, do they. Here's Traylor. Nifty move.
Now, that's quick, too. Isn't it? I mean, just nice little quick footsteps. Gets the puppies in motion.
Abdur Rahim in the paint, fouled by Garnett. Ron Mercer's going to come back on the floor now, number 32. And Lewis Bullock will get a rest. And at the line, Abdur Rahim.
Number 33, Sharif Abdur Rahim.
Off the front.
Going to be a pretty solid player for Todd Bozeman. The Pac-10 is starting to keep kids and then go out and get some.
Right.
I mean, they were deep this year. Stanford had a wonderful year. Ooh, can't throw it up for grabs around that defender, Marbury. Oh, we've seen him attack the tin and now the touch with the smooch.
Marbury guarded by Robertson. Entry pass to Abdur Rahim and the rebound Garnett. A nifty little move again.
Sure was. He does handle. Look at him run the floor, too. Oh, my God.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, Mercer, mercy.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, punctuation. Mercy. Mea culpa. Uh-oh. If that doesn't all come down. And the strut back by the dancing. There.
My goodness.
Now hold on to this one. The run, the give back, the finish. Oh, they are having a ball. And none of their college coaches will let them. They dunk on you, you're coming out of the game. Stop that guy when he attacks the tin.
No trendy health club. No $60 shorts.
Go back and watch Kevin Garnett at both ends of the floor.
This is amazing. And after the dunk, this do the locomotion, do the locomotion. They say, hey, better get back. And that's part of the learning process. But what a tremendous effort after the little dine and dance underneath the basket. And we mentioned his personality. He's oh, if I played like you, I wouldn't be embarrassed. How about you, Bert?
Oh, that's terrific.
Saw him some on the big board. See how many things that could nice look by McCoy. He's got good hands, passes well. Is he going to look nice in that throne uniform?
Marbury. Whoa! 90 seconds to go.
We may have had more O's and Ows. Set a record this year, I think.
I think so, too.
Oh, just great basketball. And Stefan, who understands what he has to do, whether he drives by guys, that is a deep jumper on the toe line near the old NBA marker.
And Paul Pierce at the line. Pierce has 22 points in this ball game.
He leads the McDonald's tournament in signatures.
Yes, he does. I don't think he's missed anybody. Your name on there?
See, that's the way I would get a tattoo, just like that. That'd be the extent of my expression. That's what it's all about.
Now, what I want to know is that McCoy's jersey or is that Pierce's jersey?
It's now Pierce's, but he's going to have a tough time explaining it.
Yeah. Those kids who stole those jerseys just didn't realize the problems they caused down the road.
Now, do you know that they retired Reggie Lewis's number up in Boston, and the flag was stolen?
I saw that.
And they found it in suburban Boston. Do you think that youngster got a little spanking from Daddy after supper?
High school kid thought that was smart, yeah.
He thought it was clever.
Randell Jackson picks up the foul, and the real McCoy goes to the line. Jelani McCoy.
Got a chance to talk to a couple of the assistants up at Seattle at UCLA, and they really can't comment on players until they're there, but they're excited about his performance. He's a talented kid, and I think will do some real good things. Get a little bit tougher might be one of the things from some of the scouting service, but good hands. Mentioned his ability to pass the basketball.
Can use a little work at the free throw line. Well, 35 shot the free throw, 35 shoots at the basket, and goaltending is called. 1:14 left. Shamgar Wells, that's from outside.
That's from Durham.
Yeah, it certainly is. Pierce picked off, and the score made by Randell Jackson. Winchendon, Massachusetts. Foul, Carter.
And he's had some good workouts, Jackson, too. The guys sometimes, when this game starts, don't get enough opportunity. The guards might dominate or the alley-oop, and all of a sudden you forget what different individuals can contribute.
B.J. Mackey at the line from Irmo, South Carolina. Headed for the University of.
That's a good sign. Eddie Fogler keeping great talent home and get that program going. In a success story, Wichita State, Vandy, and albeit there. There's that league. Got some people coming in now, right? Tuffy's coming in.
Yes, indeed. Tubby Smith at Georgia. And Mackey shoots one more. Well, Marbury and Wells are out.
A week these kids never forget. As we open the show, we're able to put together a montage, I guess, of greats and their comments. And having run into them as you do, they never forgot it because it was seeing the best players they competed against all through college and then onto the NBA.
122-107. Here's Wayne Turner. Lewis Bullock guarded by Mackey. Back to Turner. Got it.
Well, he looked good in blue and white, huh? Rick Pitino's got another guy that can knock him down. He had 62 points in the game, by the way. Maine Central pounded them, and he got 62.
At the other end, Mercer. Back in the hands of Hood. Quick hands by Turner. Beautiful pass.
I guess you put a little tape on your ear, you get up higher.
Maybe that's what they're trying. McCoy.
Stuck.
Final 5 seconds. 3 seconds left.
And look at Pierce get back, too. I mean, he made the jumper at the end of the game, and he ran back. And Mercy with an easy one.
Final score, 126-115. For Bill Rath.